Sir, passing of Hulk Hogan. Kerry Morton's thoughts on the passing of the
Uh,
iconic Hulk Hogan.
what what a man he was. What a great man he was to me. And I can say this: I went down to Clearwater Beach to his beach house. It was just mind you, it was me. My father went a couple weeks prior for a wedding where Angelina and father got married. He was the best man, and they got to spend at Hogan's beach house. And just Hogan took so good care of my dad and EC3 and Fodder and Angelina Lauren from TNA Wrestling and the whole wedding crew covered the tab at his own bar. Nobody spent a dime. It was incredible. To me, he was so kind to me. Yeah, he signed me a pop figure like that I have in my house alongside my Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, and they're all signed legitimately. And so that was cool, and it gave it to me in person. He was very kind to me, gave me some great advice, and we lost a legend, a hero, someone that immortalized professional wrestling.
Thoughts on the internet trying to cancel his legacy, tear him apart for either his past transgressions or political beliefs? Because they are trying to erase probably the most important figure in the history of the professional wrestling. What's on that?
Yeah, I think some things need to be left alone. And that's something that needs to be left alone. Is obviously, if you have an opinion about him, you can speak your opinion. That's God forbid, that's the country that we live in. Is we can speak our opinion and be mattered of, and have free will. I should say that's what I'm getting at. So if you decide you speak your opinion ill on a dead man, then that's on you. But it's something I wouldn't tarnish his legacy. What he's done is great, and something that it's admirable from a professional wrestler to a professional wrestler. What he did outside of wrestling, well, I can't speak on that. But it's something I'm not going to speak bad about. I'm not going to speak ill on. He was a good man to me, and I'm taking my experience, and especially what I got to watch growing up in the backseat of an Oldsmobile, on a DVD player, watching Hulk Hogan and playing with his action figures on the living room floor. I can't speak. I can't speak big of the man. He's everything I thought he was, and a little bit more.
Kerry, do you think today's younger wrestler does not have enough respect for the history of wrestling, like the Rock and Roll Express, like the Midnight Express, like a Magnum TA, like a Greg Gagne?
Yes, but they're not taught that. So there's two sides. Yes, I feel like more younger professional wrestlers should know the history of wrestling. I was in the NWA locker room the other day, and we had some extra talent come in, and we mentioned something about a springboard suplex, and I call it the Tully. And they said, "What's a Tully, and who is Tully?" So I went on to talk about Tully Blanchard, and they did not know who Tully Blanchard was. Now, I did go a little off, but I immediately honed myself in because I realized that, I was fortunate enough to grow up in this business. I can answer all sides of the history of the legacy of professional wrestling just because it's something I truly love to study and watch and know and get, fill this little database.
Couple things I want to cover, Jimmy.
Yeah.
500 level has now improved on the M&P code. Now go to MP30 for 30% off. Jimmy, I got to tell you something, right? I was at the beach, again, 500 level. If you guys haven't looked at the shirts, right, go to the website. It's incredible. And I got to be honest, right? So it was a little chilly today. I brought the dogs to the beach. I was off work for the Jewish holidays,
today.
right?
It's cold.
It was cold,
yeah.
but I have from 500 level, I have a Roman Reigns sweatshirt. Now, usually sweatshirts are not always the nicest fabric, unless I'm into really nice fabric because I just don't like things up against my skin. So usually I'll get thinner type of shirts, but this is a heavy sweatshirt. The fabric, unbelievable. And you're going to get a deal at 30% off, Jimmy. I mean, my God, it's a no-brainer, guys. I am telling you, once you get one shirt from them, you'll get 50. I guarantee it. And they've got all the sports. Yeah, dude, tell me what you think of it, Jimmy.
They're so comfortable. I got to get a long sleeve now. I'm telling you, I got it. because it was chilly today, especially for a guy who's been in Panama City Beach the last 2 years. It was chilly today, and I love the material. It's so silky. Is that the right word for it? I don't know.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, dude.
It's so comfortable. So yeah, I got to get myself some leveled long sleeves. That's for sure. 30%
And again,
off.
it doesn't. They got plenty of wrestling stuff. They got baseball stuff. They've got football. They got everything, dude. MMA. They got it all, man. And I'm telling you, it's very high quality. Again, 500 level code MP30, 30% off. So if a T-shirt costs you $20, what's 30% off on $20, dude?
It's enough. 10 plus another 20% tacked on top. Not much. It's a steal. It's a steal.
I agree. I want to remind everybody too, the Monte and the Pharaoh show, hit the QR code, be willing to check out our shows on YouTube, where we got almost 24,000 subscribers. Go to our Facebook page where we're approaching 27,000 subscribers. And again, if you feel like donating to the show, please go to the Monte and the Pharaoh webpage, hit donate. Helps us bring in more guests. Trying to entertain Jim. We've got the big event coming up, so a lot of good stuff happening right now.